This year, two weather giants are joining forces in a way that could shape the entire season. Meteorologists are watching closely as a powerful La Niña pattern develops in the Pacific, while the polar vortex above the Arctic is showing signs of instability. This rare combination could make this winter one for the record books, with the potential for extreme weather events across the continent. When La Niña and the polar vortex interact, they can unleash not just cold, but waves of frigid air and major snowstorms that sweep across the U.S., disrupting daily life and challenging even the most prepared cities. La Niña shifts global weather patterns, often steering storms along new paths and intensifying precipitation in unexpected places. Meanwhile, the polar vortex can break apart and send blasts of Arctic air deep into the heart of the country, dropping temperatures rapidly and catching many off guard. The result? A volatile season with coast-to-coast chills, the potential for blizzards that shut down entire cities, and a winter landscape that can change overnight. This isn't just another cold season. It's a rare alignment of forces that demands our attention and respect. The stakes are higher, and the risks are real. Don't expect a blizzard every week, but do prepare for wild swings. Intense cold snaps, sudden brief warm-ups, and powerful storms that can arrive with little warning. The weather could flip from calm to chaotic in a matter of hours. The atmosphere will be energized, making big storms more likely and increasing the chances for unusual weather events, from ice storms to thundersnap. Our goal is simple: to help you get ready for whatever this unpredictable winter brings, so you and your loved ones can stay safe and comfortable. This isn't hype, it's about being prepared, staying informed, and making smart choices before the storms hit. In the next sections, we'll break down what these weather phenomena mean, what history tells us about winters like this, and the practical steps you can take to prepare. Let's dive in and make this a winter to remember, for all the right reasons. Let's start with La Niña, a climate phenomenon that plays a major role in shaping weather patterns around the globe. You might have heard the name before, but what exactly does it mean, and why does it matter so much for our weather? La Niña is a natural climate pattern marked by cooler-than-average Pacific Ocean waters near the equator. During La Niña, strong trade winds push warm water westward, allowing colder water from the deep ocean to rise up to the surface. This shift in ocean temperature doesn't just stay in the Pacific, it sends ripples through the atmosphere, affecting weather far beyond the ocean itself. This cool patch of water shifts the jet stream northward, steering storms and cold air into the northern U.S., while the south often stays warmer and drier. The jet stream acts like a highway for weather systems, so when it moves, it changes where storms and cold snaps hit. For the Pacific Northwest and Great Lakes, La Niña means more moisture and frequent storms, often heavy snow if cold air is present. These regions can see relentless rain, powerful blizzards, and a higher risk of flooding as winter storms become more intense and frequent. The Northeast can see more nor'easters, those intense coastal storms that bring heavy snow and wind, while Texas and Florida may face drought. The southern tier of the country often misses out on rain, leading to dry conditions that can stress crops and water supplies. La Niña redraws the winter weather map, making some regions more vulnerable to snow and cold. The Midwest and northern states often brace for icy roads, deep freezes, and more frequent winter storms, while others might experience milder, drier winters. It's just one piece of the puzzle, but a strong La Niña, like this year's, makes its impact more predictable. Meteorologists and climate scientists closely monitor these patterns to understand how they'll shape the season ahead. Forecasters use these patterns for long-range predictions, helping communities prepare for what's coming. By tracking La Niña, they can give early warnings about potential storms, cold snaps, or droughts. This year, the setup points to a cold, stormy winter for much of the country. Many areas should get ready for more snow, ice, and challenging travel conditions as La Niña's influence grows. Understanding La Niña helps you know what to expect, so you can plan ahead, whether it's bundling up, preparing your home, or staying alert for changing forecasts. But La Niña doesn't act alone. Let's see what happens when it teams up with another powerful force, the polar vortex. Together, they can create some of the most dramatic winter weather we experience. Now for our second weather headliner, the polar vortex. The polar vortex is a swirling mass of frigid air over the North Pole, usually kept in place by the jet stream. When the jet stream weakens, the vortex can wobble, sending lobes of Arctic air southward. This is when we get those bone-chilling cold snaps. Dangerous, record-breaking cold that can last for days. These Arctic blasts can freeze pipes, strain power grids, and disrupt daily life. This winter, La Niña's influence could make the jet stream even wavier, increasing the risk of polar vortex disruptions. In short, La Niña opens the gate, and the polar vortex sends the cold rushing in. That's why forecasters are on high alert for multiple significant cold outbreaks. Understanding these forces is key to being ready. Let's look at what history tells us about winters like this. To predict this winter, we look to the past. The winter of 2010-2011, with a strong La Niña and polar vortex disruptions, brought epic blizzards and persistent cold from Chicago to New York. In 1989, a polar vortex displacement sent record cold deep into the south, freezing crops in Florida and icing Houston. The 1994 winter saw a weak polar vortex and brutal cold snaps, with temperatures plunging to -36 degrees in Indiana and below zero in DC. These events show how powerful this weather combo can be, breaking records, straining infrastructure, and disrupting daily life. No two winters are identical, but the pattern is clear. When La Niña and a wobbly polar vortex align, high-impact weather follows. History is our warning. Take the forecasts seriously. Prepare for a season that could be challenging and disruptive. Let's get ready for what's ahead. Next, how to prepare your home and family. Now, let's talk about how you can prepare your home and your loved ones for the challenges of winter. Preparation is key to staying safe and comfortable, no matter what the season throws your way. Start by assembling a comprehensive home emergency kit. Make sure you have enough bottled water for every family member, non-perishable food items that can last several days, flashlights with extra batteries, and a well-stocked first aid kit. Don't forget to include any necessary prescription medications and try to have at least a 72-hour supply on hand. If anyone in your family has special medical needs, plan for those as well. Winterize your home by sealing up drafts around windows and doors, and adding insulation to your attic. This helps keep the warmth inside and the cold air out, making your home more energy efficient and comfortable. Schedule a professional inspection of your furnace or heating system before the first freeze arrives. Regular maintenance can prevent breakdowns when you need heat the most. For your car, put together a winter emergency kit. Pack warm blankets, extra hats and scarves, and a flashlight with spare batteries. Add sturdy gloves, a snow shovel, and an ice scraper to help you clear your car and stay warm if you get stuck. Include a bag of sand or cat litter to provide traction if your tires get stuck on ice or snow. Always keep your gas tank at least half full during the winter months. This helps prevent your fuel line from freezing and ensures you can travel safely if you need to leave in a hurry. Make a family communication plan. Decide on a meeting place in case you get separated, and make sure everyone knows who to call in an emergency. Write down important emergency contacts, including neighbors, relatives, and local emergency services, and keep this list in your emergency kit for easy access. Taking these simple steps now will give you peace of mind, knowing you're ready for whatever winter brings. Remember, preparation is your best defense against the harshest winter storms and unexpected emergencies. Don't wait until the first snow falls or a storm is on the way. Start getting ready today, so you're not caught off guard. Up next, we'll talk about some common mistakes people make when preparing for winter, and how you can avoid them. Stay safe, stay prepared, and stay ahead of winter's challenges. When storms hit, mistakes can be costly. Never use a gas stove, oven, or charcoal grill to heat your home. Carbon monoxide is deadly. Only use heaters designed for indoor use, and have a battery-powered carbon monoxide detector. On the roads, don't underestimate ice. Drive slowly, leave extra space, and stay home if officials advise. Overexertion while shoveling snow can trigger heart attacks. Take breaks and ask for help if needed. Dress in layers, with a waterproof outer layer, hat, gloves, and boots, to prevent frostbite and hypothermia. Don't let a simple mistake turn a snow day into an emergency. Stay alert, follow safety advice, and look out for your health. Preparation and caution go hand in hand. Avoiding these pitfalls keeps you and your family safe. Next, how to spot signs of an approaching storm. Stay smart, stay safe. Let's keep moving. How do you know when a big winter event is coming? Forecasters watch for sudden stratospheric warming over the Arctic, a sign the polar vortex may soon send cold south. A dipping jet stream over the US signals Arctic air and possible snowstorms. Computer models help predict these patterns days in advance. Locally, watch for terms like Arctic front or bomb cyclone. Both mean rapid changes and dangerous conditions. Always check the wind chill, not just the temperature. Wind can make it feel much colder. Stay tuned to local meteorologists for the latest updates. Knowing these signs helps you act before the storm hits. Be ready to put your winter plan into action. A historic winter affects more than just shoveling. Extreme cold strains power grids, causing outages and blackouts. Ice storms can bring down power lines, leaving communities in the dark. Travel grinds to a halt. Airports close, highways become impassable, and deliveries are delayed. Businesses lose revenue, schools close, and daily routines are disrupted. Even a trip to the store becomes a challenge, and frozen pipes can cause costly damage. The stress of constant cold and disruption can impact mental health. Our lives are deeply connected to the weather and vulnerable to its extremes. Planning for these ripple effects is as important as preparing for the storm itself. Let's see how community can help us weather the worst. When a historic winter storm hits, our greatest strength is each other. Preparation matters, but community support gets us through the toughest times. Check on elderly or vulnerable neighbors. Make sure they have food, heat, and medications. Share resources, offer warmth, help clear snow, or pick up supplies for others. Small acts of kindness build resilience and save lives. After a storm, share power, meals, or childcare with neighbors in need. Working together turns daunting tasks into manageable ones. A challenging winter reminds us of our shared humanity. Let's face this season with generosity and confidence, together. That's a forecast we can all feel good about.